Hello everybody, welcome back to Crusader Kings 3. It is the Ash Heriter, and here we are with our mightily expanded Arabian Empire. Here for the very last stretch of the campaign. This may be the final episode. We'll have to see if we can take Jerusalem. With us getting lucky, and a significant portion of the Arabian Empire breaking off during the last episode, our current leader, Grand Matriarch Nazgul, was able to declare a kingdom-tier invasion and conquer the entire northern portion of the Arabian Peninsula in one fell swoop, which leaves Jerusalem open for the taking. Right now, we are fighting against a small little invasion from the, what is it? It's the Emirate of, who are we fighting? The Sheikhdom of, no, the Shamar, yeah, the Emirate of Shamar or something. I don't know. The Great Shade Tree of Basra. Interesting. Haven't seen this before. There's a great shade tree in a village in Basra. So great that even I, Grand Matriarch Nazgul, decided it was worth my time to visit. The villagers were surprised but flattered that I even considered their village worth visiting, and they welcomed me with a little feast and various petty amusements like dances and their peasant songs. Afterwards, I came to the Great Shade Tree. It was, to put simply, very big. Truly, one could fit the members of an entire clan under it. Yeah, what is a shade tree? I can't tell. Okay. Alright, well, I spent a couple of hours relaxing. It was a good time. I lose some stress. Sounds good to me. We need a general for this army. I will put my, is that my marshal? It's a satrap. He's got 41 command skill. It's got open terrain expert that's going to be good in the desert, providing we don't end up facing them in the mountains. He's a holy warrior, which is going to be even better. And he, yeah, reckless is not necessarily the best. But we'll be fine. We'll deal with them. Alright, so they are holding off in Taima, trying to take me there. They'll probably be able to take that province before we're able to get to them. That's okay. Alright, I am going to... What am I going to do? I'm going to hold Mystical Communion yet again. Delete these. And, alright, I've gained 300 lifestyle, or 300 learning experience, which is pretty good. I think this may be the final character. I legit think we're going to be able to take Jerusalem this session. That'll be the end. It's been a long road. Let's not say that before we actually do it, though. Who knows what'll happen. Monthly lifestyle experience plus 8%. Yeah, sounds good. Just to... you know, finish things off. Hold on. I cannot upgrade that to a metropolis. No. Nah. Nah. Do we want to anyways? Not really. But we can build some stuff up here. So I will build a fort here. We can upgrade our camels to super camels. And we'll do the same right here. Let's get more camels. Right? What about in our capital province? There's nothing we can upgrade in our main city. No, but we'll... upgrade the camels, and the camels, and the camels. Okay, this will increase the effectiveness of our light cavalry, which we don't have too much light cavalry, but, you know, we have some. We can upgrade the camels here, and here. Our camels will be beautiful. Okay. Where else did I hold territory? I'm pretty sure I held something else, somewhere else. Was it around here? Yeah. Okay, this is actually a pretty big territory. Let's see. Why can I not hold this? Or why can I not control this directly? Or why can I not build this? Sorry. I'm guessing it's because I don't control the duchy, the Emirate of Basra. No, I do not. I need to usurp that, which would require me to take it from the Abbasids, which might be difficult. I don't know if I'm gonna keep this, to be perfectly honest with you. I mean, I don't know. Bajlan. Boiling Point. A town in Shiraz is the recent scene of some unfortunate happenings. There has been heated debate about a local issue in one larger town that is too irrelevant for my attention, but it was contentious enough that two people present at a recent meeting of the various notables came to blows over it. present at a recent meeting. Sorry. A brawl eventually broke out, causing a great scene and resulting in many injuries. Tensions are reaching a boiling point in the town, and it may be necessary for me to intervene as the Grand Matriarch, who has supreme jurisdiction over the area. I will send in troops to maintain order. Or can I attempt to mediate here? I'll do this. I'll spend my prestige. I got plenty of that. Admittedly, I also have plenty of piety, but I'd rather keep the piety for now. Alright, this army I gotta deal with. I've been letting them get away from me for a little bit too long. This has been going on for far too long. Alright. Nanai comes of age. She is capable, yeah, for sure. We're gonna find her a husband, though. It's gonna have to be somebody, whoops, on the inside, I hope. An important vassal. What about getting her married to a Maharaja of the Jethid Kingdom, huh? Could be alright. Or the Chowda? Who's most powerful here? The Jethids are all the way back here. They're quite powerful. The Chowda are... They used to be around here. I can't see them anymore. Okay, they're quite small. So I don't want to get involved there. The Hemavati are powerful again. But we are not on the best of terms with the Hemavati. Okay, what about these guys? So, this is the current ruler. Surely he has a son that's unmarried. Though, it's quite possible that that's not actually the case. But we'll try. I'll nodder, or what did I just say? I'll marry? Nodder? What does that even mean? Alright, we'll do a matrilineal marriage here, which will get us an alliance with them. As a matrilineal marriage, we might even, well, we'll be able to keep our daughter. She can stay here in our territory unless he gets landed. Then, obviously, that won't be the case. No, it's not worth it. I don't care. Alright, it's getting to be quite difficult to track all these people down. It'd be just great if they would hold still for a minute. My god, this is taking a while. I should increase the speed, of course. Secret exposed. Don't care. Really don't care. Quit committing adultery. Or, you know, I don't give a shit. Alright, let's do Hedegeld. Get a little bit more money. Alright, are we fighting? We are. Excellent. So we're not in favorable terrain for our cataphracts, but it doesn't matter. We have superior forces and superior numbers. Just overall superiority. So now let's smite this little force here. Who are they? Whatever. Doesn't matter. Alright, there's 5,000 of them here. They'll put up a little bit more of a fight, but ultimately not nearly enough. They do have an advantage of pikemen, but again, it's just not enough. They will die anyways. Alright, so we've beaten 2 of their armies. I'm really hoping we can finish this quickly. I want to punish these guys for their transgressions. Yeah, there's a small army there, but there were 2 armies that moved up this way, and now I don't know where they went off to. Altering the deal. Pray I do not alter it further. So we could get more... increase the feudal taxes of... This is Marzoban. I bet I can persuade him. Yeah, we'll do that. 99% chance of success. Sounds good to me. Alright, where the hell is there... Wait. Who the hell are we fighting? Where'd they go? Shamar. Yeah, here. Right. Okay, well, let's just take their core territory then. I knew exactly how to convince him. Wonderful. We get more money. Anything to do with our more money just yet? Well, we could upgrade the trade ports in our cities. Right? I mean, we may as well. Got nothing better to do with the money. We have a city here that we can... Nope, we already did that. What about down here? Really? I did 3? Or maybe somebody else already was upgrading one on their own accord. Which would just be great. That's called being proactive, which I support among my vassals, providing this proactivity doesn't cause other problems. Alright, we got some prisoners to deal with. Your mayor? I mean, you guys attacked me, so I'm not very happy about you. And, oh, Prince of Sicily? You're a Manichean. A Prince of Sicily, huh? This is interesting. You're Manichean. Come join my empire. As far as you guys, I'm very sorry, but you attacked me, which I'm not very happy about. And you can join me, because you're Manichean, and you need to die. You need to die. You can just leave, I don't care. You're not quite capable. We won't kill the women and the children. They're obviously, not really, the ones making the decisions here, unfortunately. So, we'll let them go. The men, we're gonna have to kill. Alright. Delightful. We gained some dread, which is gonna be beneficial for us. And now we can move in, and I would like to retake Tabuk, and then we can just take their capital and end this. Or do we just take their capital and end this? Maybe that's better. Though I should have supply lines, otherwise I'm going to suffer a lot of attrition. Are we moving? Why are we paused? Why? There's an event that's popped up that's moved all the way down here. Really? That's what's pausing? Right, well, we'll be able to retake this real fast. Lesson on wisdom. Yeah, I will hone Sharon's skills. Absolutely. She's going to probably be my new heir. So, where are you going? Where do you think you're going? Oh, they can escape. Sharon content? No thanks. Don't want her to be fickle. Oh, man. This is annoying. I'd rather ever be trusting than content. Right? I mean... Actually, you know what? I'm fine with her being content. I'm gonna conquer what's needed. What is needed. So, in that case, there's no real point to, expanding any further. Once we take Jerusalem, like, that's it. We don't need another ambitious ruler. What we can do from there is just divide the empire. It's a little bit too unwieldy at this point. So what I might do is then grant independence to the Persian Empire. Let that stand on its own while I continue to rule from Aktau. But we'll see. We shall see. I may not have to do any of that. We'll probably just end the campaign once we take Jerusalem, and there's no, like, outstanding threats. Okay, we did take some casualties there, unfortunately. But, let's see. Where do we attack? So we can attack here. They have no allies. I would like to attack here, so we can conquer this duchy, quite simply. Should be an easy enough war to win. Let's get ourselves a rally point right here. I don't need to summon any more than just a local army and my men-at-arms. Now, the issue here is they're going to be able to move real fast, and it's going to take me quite some time in order to muster my forces. Never mind, we're good. We got this. Like, they outnumber us, but they have crap quality. Like, we should win this handedly. And they're in desert terrain, which our cataphracts are going to be favored in. So this should be an absolute slaughter. Which, hey, what a surprise. It's an absolute slaughter. They're dead. I think they were literally all killed. 13 lived. Okay. Yeah. And then we'll take this little castle, and then we can move up into Negan. And then Jerusalem will be open. Ours for the taking. Nice. It's going quite well. We have an empty counselor position, because of course we do. Our counselors are dying. That's their favorite activity. Alright, never mind. We seem to be okay. We need to continue converting. Let's convert that province. I'm just kind of doing this randomly. Reestablishing control. We definitely want control in our core territories, so let's reestablish control there. You stay on disrupting schemes. You stay on domestic affairs, and you stay on... Actually, why don't you develop? Huh? I mean, yeah, why don't you develop Mangishlak? Aktau. Keep on developing Aktau. Make it bigger, stronger, and better. Okay, I would like... Okay, I'm right-clicking and it's not doing anything. So it wasn't me being crazy. Sometimes it just doesn't do it. My heir is unmarried, yes, about that, because I don't think she's going to be my heir. Though, we'll see, we'll see. I'm not going to declare Shirin my heir before I have her properly educated. So we will, of course, have to see. She is attending university, to my knowledge. But she's got a fantastic line of traits. She is content, but, you know, it's fine. Alright, that's a victory. Thank you very much. I'll be taking your land from you. You don't need it. I do. Do I need... Does anybody... Do I need to keep this myself? I don't think so. I think I'm going to give this up. Let's give it to somebody who doesn't have any titles of his own. Somebody that is capable and part of the Arsariad line. So that's going to be you. Congratulations. You are now the ruler of Al-Aqaba. How does that sound? Oh, we controlled Raqqa, Haran, and Dawsar as well. Alright, hold on. Let's disband the armies. So Raqqa is right up here somewhere. Where is it? What the hell is it? It's in Iraq. Yes, I know. I could just click on it. Hey, here we go. But I wanted to find it myself. I control this? No. Yes, I do. Alright, I got tons of stuff here, so let's... Actually, when can I make this into a metropolis? I mean, historically it was a big city. It is a big city. I mean, it's kind of fucked now. Let's be honest about that. Thanks to, IS. Bastards. Yeah, you know what? We're gonna build farms and fields here. I think that's gonna be better. And in Haran, we have farms and fields already. We need to build a tier 2 castle, though, which we will do. So there's the Neoplatonic Academy here, which I don't get any benefits from. I wish you could, I don't know, patronize them or something. Because you can with some of the other faiths. Like, I played a Yazidi campaign in my own time and was able to work with them. Right, what about the Arabian Empire? Do I attack them again? Can I? I can. So I could conquer... Or I'd just conquer their kingdom. No, not you. I could do a holy war, but that... Oh, damn. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Prince Ismat? Whoa. I could take the whole damn thing. I don't want to do that, though. That would make him too powerful. Same with this guy. Alright. I could seize Najd. Where is that? That's down here. I don't really want that. Well, I kind of have to just... Is it worth it to do just one of these conquests? Amman? We're isolated here, so actually I'd be better off taking, like, down here. No, but this isn't even part of the Arabian Empire. Yes, it is. I lied. I mean, or I conquer the whole damn thing. Press this prince's claims, Prince Ismat's claims. Liege. We would... Yeah, we would control... Oh, man. We could do it. We could conquer the entire Arabian Empire. Well, I have to now. I can't come up with a compelling reason as to why I shouldn't. So that's how it's gonna be. Alright, let's see. What the hell is going on here? Who's fighting who? Honestly, guys, what's happening? Satrap Murad. Okay, it's some internal funky business going on over there. Yeah, let's raise the men-at-arms. Gonna raise the little local army as well. It's not gonna be much, but that's fine. We should... Yeah, let's raise a local army here. That should be a decently sized one. And we can draw in one of the Holy Orders, which, of course, we're gonna draw in... Actually, let's draw in this one. But this is a nice light cav. I don't know. Armored Horsemen or... Yeah, we'll do this. Armored Horsemen and... Wait, why can't we? Right, I keep forgetting. The Arabian Empire is Manichean now. Whatever, it's fine. So let's march these guys down here. They can take, Ilat. We're taking our sweet time to muster here, but that's A-okay. Alright. No, I'm not gonna sleep with anybody. Matriarch Hansh. She could study some learning, yeah. Okay, we'll take up here. I will take down here. That's how we'll do this. What's the situation on our men-at-arms? Oh, yeah, we can afford another men-at-arms regiment. And we can also afford to upgrade our current existing men-at-arms regiments, which we will do. Which will give you one guess what we're doing. No cheating, even though you're already watching, seeing exactly what I'm doing. But we're getting more cataphracts. God, I love heavy cav. I don't care what fucking game it's in. I like light cav too, mind you. I just like cav, alright? Any game where I can play extensive cavalry, or make extensive use of cavalry, that is exactly what I will do. Cavalry or chariots. Not picky. Yeah, go away. I know I can destroy the Temple of Haran. I don't want to, okay? I respect them. Jesus. Calm down. Arranged marriage. Matrilineal. What is this? Who are you? Convert betrothal into a marriage? No. You have typhus. No, sorry, you have syphilis. No, we're breaking this betrothal. Sorry. Not letting my son get syphilis. Why don't you get married to this girl here? Yeah, that's good. Okay, we've taken this. We can go up and take that now. Where is this? Shouldn't be saying this or that. What is that? Kerak! Hey, Kerak! That was a very important castle to the Crusader states. You've seen Kingdom of Heaven. That I didn't document because it was a fictionalized recount of things. But hey, some of the events that happened in Kingdom of Heaven were legit. And by the way, if you intend on watching Kingdom of Heaven, for fuck's sake, please watch the director's cut. It is so much better. The theatrical release left so many questions and bad storytelling that is just completely filled in. Not completely, but mostly filled in by the director's cut. Like, it's actually a very good movie when you watch the full version. The theatrical release was mediocre. A pale shadow when compared to Ridley Scott's other big action movie of the time, Gladiator, which was excellent. Some stones are better left unturned. Yeah, I don't care. Like, completely don't care. Now, the question is, if I am pressing his claims, like, he's gonna be... He'll be part of my empire, right? Like, he's my vassal, so he should be. We'll see what happens. Might be a bit messy. But once I take Jerusalem, I may also just give him independence. Let him rule the Arabian Empire on his own accord. Separate the Persian Empire and divide the nation preemptively into three empires, just so that we can maintain you know, our strength. Could be good. Where the hell is their capital? No, really, where the hell is their capital? Oh my god. It's all the way down here. Zabid? Really? That's an odd capital to have. Yeah, I don't think we're going to end up taking that. We're just going to have to take a lot of these small towns. We need to keep an eye on this army in case it gets attacked by anything. Just possible. Let's recruit some more men-at-arms. We can send them down to reinforce there, because we do have a whole lot more cavalry that we've added in. What's the faction situation? Just you? Let's give him some money. That should get him to quiet down. Liberty faction? What about you, huh? You want some money? There you go. Alright, well, unfortunately, let's read this, actually. It's kind of interesting. A bandit cartel has been terrorizing Haran for a while now, and my forces stationed there have had trouble countering them effectively. Recently, one of the guard captains there was even assassinated by a spy working for these criminals. It was meant to be a major blow to my troops, given this captain's charisma, diligence, good relations with the local community. Yet this had the opposite effect than what the bandits intended. The assassinated commander, beloved by many, has become a martyr. Thus my troops, and other local commoners, spurred on by bloodlust to avenge the captain, redoubled their efforts to crush the bandit gang. Scores of bandits have been killed in the past few weeks, including many of their leaders, and their influence is greatly reduced, perhaps permanently. There were even rumors that the spirit of this commander assisted them from the afterlife. I will honor the commander with a monument. Yeah, absolutely. Guy seems like an absolute unit. Shame that he died. That's a very cool story. Like, you know, something like that could be like a fun, not D&D, because I don't play D&D, but a campaign, pen and paper RPG campaign, you know, something like that. Could be really cool. Oh wow, we certainly summoned up a lot of men-at-arms. Real giant, just teeming hordes of them right there. Look at those numbers. Just vast. We will blot out the sun. Right, I will send them here to Firaun. Take that. We are about to conquer this, and then we will conquer... which one was this? Tiberias. Yeah, now we're going to conquer Acre. That's also an important city. Like, most of the cities here are pretty important. Like, this whole region is very important. Alright, let's combine the forces. We are slowly but surely beating the Arabian Empire. So this is... yeah, small hostile army. I don't even know, like, what is this? Guggen de Jure War for the Duchy of Sagya. That's way the fuck far in the east. I am not devoting resources to that. I'm very sorry. In the meantime, you know, just because we're close to the end doesn't mean we should be neglecting our own provinces. My god, I keep forgetting where it is. There it is. Right, we can upgrade Raqqa. We can increase the productivity of the fields. Here in Haran, we can... yeah, we're already upgrading the castle. Here in Dawsar, we can also upgrade this castle as soon as we finish upgrading the building there, I guess. Okay, we've taken that. We can move further. We've basically taken the entirety of the Holy Land. Well, not the entirety. We've taken a significant portion of the Holy Land. This is taking a while, because of course we don't have very many numbers. And it is mostly cavalry, which are not the best at climbing walls. But we're getting there. Now, what I really hope doesn't happen is that the prince... oh god, counselor's dying. Here we go. We lost our steward. Let's put him in place. All is good. And we get another... dread gain, 20%? Yeah, we'll do that. Ominous reputation. I don't mind being frightening. Not at all. Alright, let's head off this army. I would like to smite them. They are probably going to get away. Leviathan. It behooves a Grand Matriarch to spend time at sea, with the salty air in her face and a fine vessel beneath her feet. Today sees my personal craft and a small escorting squadron out for drills, practice, and pleasure. The short voyage has been an exhilarating change of pace from the life at court. when we spot it, a distant plume of water, followed by a small island of wine-dark flesh rolling out of the waves. The greatest beast of all the deeps, a whale. No. No, she will find it a majestic creature and leave it be. As a former marine biologist, I am opposed to whale hunting. And I will reflect that in the game. What the hell is this? What twisted mockery of the faith is this? Alright, Valentianism? There's all kinds of different, like, heresies popping up here and there. You know, whatever. I don't care. They can do what they want. As long as they don't cause too much problem. Speaking of which, we have the Sethians, was it, coming up? Out here? Are they still around? I think they're gone. I think they left. Look at the Manichean faith. Dear God, it is powerful. How are the Mandaeans doing? How are our boys up here in Scandinavia doing? They're doing okay. They're still there. Unfortunately, the Catholics have moved in. And that is upsetting. Well, Adamites. Must be a branch off of the Mandaeans, I would assume. Catholics have retaken Europe, most of Europe. They're actually, the Reconquista of Spain seems to be happening. Hey, look, the Greeks. Yeah, they retook Constantinople. Good on them. Good on them. Alright, yeah, we beat them there. That's good. Let's, you know what? I am gonna make a press for the capital. Screw it. I'm gonna come down here. Go towards Yanbu. This place should be conquered by the time we get there, although that's not necessarily true at all. Oh, look, they're trying to reclaim their lands. Hold on. We gotta kick the crap out of these upstarts first. Then we'll go and do that. I don't want to lose the territory that I've claimed. In fact, I should also just take Gaza while I'm at it. I mean, it's like one more little province here, and we can fully surround Jerusalem. No, it's too late for caution. No, do no more than is necessary. A little brighter. Excellent work, Thana. Gotta make sure we keep our court position. Okay, we have a bunch of prisoners, don't we? Yeah, we got tons. Whoa. Yeah, Valentianism, huh? Alright, well, let's just ransom people. Get out of here, all of you. All of you leave my prison. You don't want to leave? Okay. I wish there was just a ransom all button. Is there a ransom all button? I don't think so. Again, I'm the aggressor in this war, so I'm not executing anyone. Did we beat them? No, they ran. And they outnumber me, but that should be no problem. We should win that just fine. We have a very elite army. And we have also gained another thing. We'll hone Shirin's skills. Yes, please. Increase your skills. Always important. Are we going to catch them? I hope... Damn it. We're not going to catch them. Come on. I really want to catch them. I'm going to destroy this little army. Ah, they're holding. That's good. We'll fight them here. And we should win this. No problem. They outnumber us, but again, we have a significantly more elite force than they do. Their pikemen do have the advantage over our cataphracts, but it's not much of an advantage, like lightly armored pikemen versus... You think pikemen are just an automatic counter to, like, cavalry, but there's so much more that goes into that, right? It's not just, I'll call him into this war, actually. It sounds like a good idea, and then we can... You know what? Let's call them in, too, while we're at it. Why the hell not? Everybody join in. I got the prestige for it. Okay, we've beaten them. Unfortunately, a lot of them got away. We'll take Gaza now. We've almost taken this place. Unfortunately, another army has showed up. which is annoying. Good. Allies have joined the war. They can attack from here, basically. Conquer territory on that, which should speed the process up. Can ransom Marwa. We'll do that. Hook's expiring. I don't care. I really, really don't care. You can usurp the Emirate of Shamar. No, we can't, because we're at war. They're at war, sorry. Okay, Gaza will fall soon. Finally, we have taken Waj, so let's take Yanbu. Stay on the sea, we don't need to go inland. Okay, this is annoying. They're attacking here. I'm going to take Gaza, and then I'm going to double back and destroy these little jerks that are trying to retake the castles that I have rightfully claimed. I'll start with the one up there, and then attack the one here. Oh, look, another army. What do you know? They have all kinds of buddies coming into this war, huh? It's fine. You guys all want to join up here? That's okay. I'll kill you all just the same. Goodbye. You're dead. And you guys. We've almost won. We're quite close. I'm interested to see what happens. Glad to be well again. Excellent. I'm feeling considerably better. We'll attack them here. We're either going to reach them here or here, so... They won't be able to escape. Oh, we'll reach them way before I thought we would. Very nice. We move quickly because of all the cavalry we have. So yeah, let's, What? Why? Oh. Egypt broke away. Well, this is certainly interesting. Okay. Down here to Kulais, then. Right, and you're gonna go for the capital, finally. Man, this is gonna create some border gore, to be certain. What I'm gonna do is just grant independence to anything that's not contiguous to me. So, like, this territory here, I'm just gonna grant independence to as soon as I take it. If I can. It might not even be my decision. Maybe the prince's decision. But we'll have this, victory very soon. Especially now with the, Indians coming to assist us. Good lads, good lads. We're not even gonna get to their capital. Okay, alright. Okay, actually shore up both forces here. Because that is actually a large army. That is of somewhat concern. It's not an elite army, mind you. We'll beat it handily, especially if we're on the open field. So I don't want to fight them in the mountains, because our cataphracts are not very effective there. That's okay. Right now they are devoting manpower to repelling the occupation from... Who are they fighting? Mir Fadir. I don't know. It's some internal squabble. Not of my concern. 99%. We need to take one more fort and we win this war. So let's quickly take this. Ah, counselors. Dying, of course. My marshal. Damn it, he was good. He was really good. Were my master of horse. You are now my marshal. Congrats. So I need a new master of horse. And we will take, I guess the satrap. You're the man for the job. Soon! Alright. Done. Enforce demands. The Empire is mine. Wait. It's not. I knew it. Okay. Well, at least we have a friendly person. Okay. Either I didn't read it. Either I did not read what was happening there, or it wasn't clear. Could be me. I notoriously skim over things a little bit too much. But it could also be the game, because Crusader Kings is also notoriously unclear about a lot of things. Alright. We are now getting dragged into another war. Well, hey, you know, we are... Let's convert him to witchcraft. Be friends with him. He likes us anyways. But hey, the Arabian Empire is now under friendly Manichean rule. Which is good. I really could have just not done this war, which is annoying. Alright, can we move back into our territory so that I can disband my armies? Like, I would actually like to help out the Indians, because they just helped me out. But I need to disband my forces before I can do that, and once again, it's a bit wonky as to when and where I can disband my forces in enemy territory, because sometimes you're allowed to, and other times you're not. This game and its strange rules. Alright. Who are we fighting? So we're fighting... Okay, this is a revolt against the Deathids. Alright. Oh, we're fighting them too, I guess? Are we? Let's raise the local army and the men-at-arms. We'll help out our allies, and then we'll take Jerusalem. Or hell, if Jerusalem becomes Manichean on its own accord... Like, if the Arabian Empire attacks Jerusalem, then we don't even need to worry about it. Somebody else can go and take it. It just needs to be Manichean. Speaking of which... Yeah, we're gonna take a nap in the moss. Exciting. Now, speaking of which, I actually want to make sure that all of the temples are Manichean. So there was one here in Avaz, which is, and then there was one in Baghdad. Where were they? Holy sites. Yeah, Baghdad. Alright, so that one's good. Udabanda, Samarkand, and Avaz are good. So all that's necessary is... Okay, we take Jerusalem and we convert Jerusalem. That's the end of the campaign. We make the holy city into a Manichean city. As it should be. Have we levied the men-at-arms? I think so. It's just going to take a while to get there, I think. Oh. Somebody's trying to murder me. Well then. That's certainly disconcerting. Do we have any vassals who don't like us? Get a new stewardship lifestyle perk. So let's get... We don't need meritocracy. Vassal opinion. That's pretty good. Counselor opinion. To the line. Vassals are less likely to join independence factions. Honor to serve. Yeah, I mean this is good. We're gonna go down this. I don't need these. Look at our money. We are earning so much money. It's ridiculous. We have, oh my god. We're gonna be at over 9,000. What about... Yeah, convert holding to Metropolis, huh? What about Raqqa, huh? We need more money. I won't do it yet. But you know what? I'm gonna save money till we can convert more to Metropolises. Tell you what. Oh man, they take a long time to raise. Ugh. Prisoners can be ransomed? Yeah, do it. Can I usurp this emirate now? No, they're still at war. Alright. Anything going on here? No. Alright. Yeah, arranged marriage. Who? Wait, you're... Kang. Yeah, Kang still needs to be married. She's 27 years old. I mean, I would like it to be to a Maharaja, right? What? Is matrilineal? No, you won't take that, will you? Alright, tell you what. Before I do this, I will, I think, designate her as my heir. Well, we'll see. We'll see. She hasn't quite grown up yet. She's got 2 more years. Should be fine. Victory! Nice. We didn't help out at all, but that's fine. Alright, there we go. We got our forces. We're gonna march them down here. So we can attack there. We can attack... hold on. Are we actually fighting here? I have no idea if we're fighting these guys. I can't tell. Can I click on you, please? I guess we'll find out in just a second. I don't think we're at war with them. No, right? No, we're not at war with you guys. Who are we at war with? Oh, it's done! Guys. Alright, well... That's that, then. So. You. Conquer county. The gateway to Jerusalem. We can raise the men-at-arms. That's all we need. I don't need anything else. Don't need a local army. It's going to take them a little while to get there. Actually, no. They're going to get there real fast. Don't ask how they move across the Empire that quickly. They basically just traveled several thousand kilometers in a few days. You know, I must have airlifted them. I'm assuming that's what happened. We just loaded them up into a C-130 and loaded them up into my fleet of C-130s and just flew them here. That's the only explanation that I can come up with. Alright, bye-bye. You lose. And we're gonna take Negev here. Should be quick. We have a lot of prisoners that I can get rid of. You get out of here. Convert him. Convert him. Convert him. More concerned with conversion than anything else. No, not you. You don't want to convert? Alright, then we'll get a hook on you. Convert you. You just go with the hook. Alright. Everybody out of my prison. Very soon. It will be ours. As for who I'm going to give it to, well, it's just going to be a random Arsariad, I think. Oh, there's multiple holdings here. Of course there are. Hey, it's the thing. Ah, what is that thing called? Yeah, become a witch. Very good, Turan. Very good. Yeah, what the hell is this thing called? It's some sort of, it's gonna say right here, right? The Petra. Yeah. I think that's it. Very, crazy building. Alright, looks like they're gonna try and retake that. That's fine. So I'll take this before they can retake that. And then I'll go and crush them. Beneath our iron-shod hooves. Hello, enemy army. Would you like to be skewered upon our lances? I'll take that as a yes. Alright, war over. Thank you. I'll take that victory. And, well, Jerusalem. It's time. It is time. So it begins. The beginning of the end. This territory, he holds this. Yeah, whatever. I'm gonna grant this to, somebody. Give me just a sec. No, I want to click on the actual damn, like, thing here. Thank you. You don't have any land. There you go, all yours. Okay. And their army is crippled. Although, it's not tiny, actually. It's reasonable. Here we go. The end. The last. The final engagement. Regrettably, it's not going to be a very exciting one. It's going to be, one of those, you know, haha, cataphract, go brrrt type of situations. Here we go. The last battle, and it's done. 4 survivors. Not bad. Oh, look, another army. Let's crush them, too. I'd like to remove all resistance. And they're dead. Oh, look, and another army. Let's crush them, too. Oh my god, what are they doing? They just keep spawning armies. This is wild. How are they doing this? I mean, they're not getting the chance to muster, so they're just dying. Sleep terrors? Oh no. Locals from Haran have reported most unusual and concerning incidents. Several sources have claimed they have seen otherworldly shadows, vaguely in the shape of people, going around attempting to kill unsuspecting innocents. The common thread here is that shadows tend to appear at night, as people are falling asleep or waking up. Reputable scholars and priests believe this is nothing but hysteria. Send in priests to pray. Scholars are right, it's just hysteria. Reports of shadow people. We'll send in the priests. It's either shadow people or it's the Hashashin. I hope it's the shadow people. Oh my god, what is happening? Where are they getting all of these men from? They're just, like, endlessly spawning armies. Oh, whatever. I'll take this. I think that's it. That must have been the last ones. The other day, some of my soldiers, while on patrol, came across a single house not too far from here. They found this rather odd, as it was more or less in the middle of nowhere. So they went in to investigate when they were ambushed by a couple of bandits. My soldiers valiantly fought them off and managed to subdue and arrest them. Now we need to figure out what to do with the house, since it doesn't appear to belong to anyone. Sell the property off to a prospective buyer. No sense in destroying a house. My sister Roxana died. That's a shame. We'll get claims of loyalty. Sounds good. The Siege of Jerusalem. Might take a little while. I think it's quite... Yeah, it's fort level 18. Another thing that I find pretty dumb in Crusader Kings 3 is that if you have the numbers, you will automatically win whatever siege you're on. There's no, like, sallying out. There's no chance that a siege can just... Like, that you can't win. And I find that to be kind of stupid. Like, not that it would matter here, because I think we have overwhelming superiority, but, like, even a crappy peasant army will defeat a high-tier castle if given enough time. Which I find kind of... eh. Oh, look. We can celebrate our victory with dead counselors. What a surprise. Alright. Congrats. You're now my chancellor. Oh, we need a new master of the horse. How are they always dying? Alright, you can be my new master of the horse. Alright. Jerusalem should be ours right now. And, bam, look at that. We control the final city. It is mine, and I will keep this one myself. Because look at this. That is glorious. Right? I am going to... Can I usurp it? I cannot. I would need to take, Tell me more about these stories. Nothing but fanciful lies. Yeah, we're not gonna worry about exorcists. Let's disband the armies. So, we now control Jerusalem, which means we are now going to convert Jerusalem. It's gonna take 2 years. Should be fine. Oh. I lied. 11 years. Let's establish some control in Jerusalem. And let's actually change the culture of Jerusalem. Because I will maintain control over this city. Absolutely. I do not intend on giving this up. Do we need this building? It is a level 6 building, which is very good. But there's way better stuff here. Oh, it's already a metropolis. Hell yeah. Then we're gonna make this into an even better metropolis. Why don't we turn Jerusalem into a... Or why don't we get a Great Walls? Sounds good to me. And that's all we can get right now, so... Yeah. What are you gonna do? You're Manichean, that's great. So we'll upgrade the farms and fields. We will upgrade the glassworker guilds here, and we will upgrade the copying chambers here. Alright. Very good. I will keep Jerusalem for myself. And now it's just the waiting game. The end finale as we fully unify the Manichean faith. Is there anything else I can do here with this? Like, we control all of the holy sites. There's nothing else to do, right? With this? We can convert holdings to metropolises, huh? We can make Raqqa into a metropolis? Well, let's do it. That's yet another metropolis. Truly delightful. Let's build great walls here as well. So mighty, so majestic. Victory has come. And yeah, I'm kind of uncertain as to what to do, because honestly, playing the waiting game as the last part of the finale, I think, is gonna be pretty boring. So I think I'm just gonna end it here. There is no threat anymore. Like, no one... Like, what numbers do we have? We can muster up 64,000 men, not including the men-at-arms, which we're now going to have even more of because we can get more cataphracts. Like, we're earning too much money. Like, this is over. We won. We beat Crusader Kings, guys. This is the end of the campaign. I'm calling it right here, right now. This is the final episode. What I will do is quickly go through the entire dynasty and give, like, a nice recap so that we, you know, can go through and admire the accomplishments, or not accomplishments, of each of our rulers. And have just kind of a final send-off for the glorious Arsarid dynasty and the rise of Manicheanism. Or the restoration of Manicheanism, I should say. So, with that, we'll be right back with the final recap. So, to conclude the finale of our glorious Arsarid conquest and the resurgence of the Manichean faith, I will go through each of the leaders of our great lineage and highlight their accomplishments and their failings in some of the cases. So as you remember, it all began with Satrap Khosrow I. He ruled from the small city of, what was it? Khotan? No, not Khotan. It was up Kashgar, that was it. He held but a small duchy, and for the most part just minded his own business within the greater Uyghur kingdom. However, eventually he was able to break free from his liege, the Idikut of the Uyghurs, and found his own independent dynasty. Eventually, he died, and was succeeded by Khosrow II, a more military and expansionistic-minded ruler who expanded to the south and mounted several unsuccessful wars into Afghanistan and Mariul, which is present-day Tibet. But eventually he was able to unify the disparate kingdoms, well, duchies, I should say, of the region to form the Kingdom of Khotan. So he became the first Shah of the Arsarids. He was succeeded by Akhur-Maztak, who would become the third Shah of the Arsarids. Now, Akhur-Maztak had been raised by the former king of the Uyghurs, so he began his life actually as an Uyghur, but he returned back to Sogdian culture, and he mainly held the borders. He fought several wars against the Samanids, who were the predominant threat during his time, but he was able to hold them off. And he made a couple of expansions into Kashmir as well. Overall, his reign was not the most eventful. However, his son, Tolun, the next Shah of the Arsarids, he would take the reins and actually deliver what would be ultimately the death blow to the Samanids to the west. He took several key territories from the Samanids during his life, and was actually able to move in and seize the kingdom of Transoxiana. Now, the Samanids weren't out of the picture then. But ultimately, what he accomplished was binding the kingdom together. Now, it's quite possible that I'm getting my memory a little bit hazy, because of course all of these events happened quite some time, and the records of these events are, well, I suppose you could say they're quite foggy. But it might be that he did not actually fully seize the kingdom of Transoxiana, but was set to seize it when his son, Kanak, rose to power. Now, Kanak was an ambitious man. He rose to power in a turbulent time after his father died of a seizure, and he had to deal with rebellions almost immediately. His very first act was putting down a rebellion, which shaped his ruthlessness. He was determined to become an emperor, to become a Shahanshah, and he was able to see through that. He was able to see that through, I should say. He was able to unify Transoxiana, reclaim Kashmir, which had separated from the kingdom due to the succession, and was then able to basically put the rest of the Samanids down, conquer Oguzil, and expand all the way to the north to the point where he was able to found the Turan Empire. Now, the Turan Empire was in its infancy. It was very small, and it had many vassals of Muslim faith. And these Muslim vassals were not terribly happy with how they'd been conquered, perhaps rightly so, and were causing Kanak quite a few problems. So Kanak decided the route of heavy-handed tyranny would be his way of going. This ultimately ended up with him being deposed by an interior council, which more or less forced him out of his throne, which then gave the throne to his son, Khosrow. Khosrow III, I believe. Khosrow III was unprepared for rulership, we could say. He went into the throne as a boy, and just like his father, his first action was putting down a brutal rebellion that nearly brought the empire down and nearly dissolved the entire Arsarid line. Things only got worse from there. His rulership declined, with several of the larger vassals, including the Kingdom of Khotan, which had become independent, forming a cadet branch called the Kundids. So they were no longer part of the Arsarid dynasty. In technicality, they were still of Arsarid blood, but they'd formed their own dynasty, the Kundids, and they had amassed quite a bit of power. To make matters worse, the Samanids were still a threat within the Arsarid Empire, and a dwarf who was one of his father's loyal supporters turned on him and created a coalition that would ultimately cause his decline. Now, he had to fight in many battles and was himself wounded. He didn't fight in many battles, but he was a flagellant. He decided he would take out his frustrations on his own flesh, and he ended up dying from his wounds. He was a man that was overly consumed by the rigors of statecraft and let his own body die, functionally. So the throne passed to his young son, Kanak II. Now, Kanak II was immediately deposed by the dwarf. The last Samanid, the last great Samanid, we should say. And in turn, the ruler of the Kundid dynasty, the rulers of the Kingdom of Khotan, were put in position as the new Shahanshah. So, at this point, Shahzada Kanak, because of the distribution of the titles, because of course, Kanak himself, Kanak I, moved the capital down into Persia, but this proved to be too weak, and Khosrow then took the city of Sarikamish and moved his capital there. So when Kanak was fully deposed, he was reduced to a meager satrap. Kanak decided he would not attempt to vie for the imperial throne, not with the small base of power that he had. So he would content himself to being a lowly satrap. And he actually excelled. He rebuilt the Arsarids into something mighty. He expanded northwards into Oguzil and seized many of the lands from the steppe tribes up there and seized the capital of Aktau, which he then used as his own major base of operations, which he invested his entire life into building up. He built trade ports, he created a flourishing trade economy across the Caspian Sea, and founded the satrapy of Transcaspiana, which would become the foundation for what was to come. Now, unlike all of his fathers before him, he saw merit in a daughter rather than a son. His own sons were, for the most part, drunkards and ill-suited for rule, so he passed his satrapy crown to his daughter, Ranisa, who... Ranisa was perhaps the greatest Arsarid to date. She accomplished many things during her long life, and she lived quite a long time. Not only was she able to scheme and outmaneuver her rival, the matriarch, also by the name of Ranisa, who had seized the throne of Transoxiana, thus putting herself into position where she could claim the throne of Transoxiana and founding the kingdom of Ogozil in the process, putting her into position where she held 2 kingdoms under her control, including the most prosperous part of the empire in the form of the Transcaspiana trade ports. From there, it was an easy bid for the imperial throne. She had the backing of many, she was a very charismatic ruler, and all supported her in favor of the son of the founder of the Kundid dynasty, who was a lackluster ruler, to say the least. She was easily able to claim the throne of the Turan Empire, and as part of her coronation, she renamed the Turan Empire into the Empire of Sogdiana, because that is, after all, the people that are the core foundation of the empire. It is, of course, as it stands, a vast multicultural nation with Persians and Tibetans and even Chinese, the Han Chinese from the east, and Mongolians and various other steppe tribes, even Indian cultures that are all unified under this empire, and Ranisa was able to restore it to greatness. She had a son who was promised for greatness, and in a way, he lived up to his promises, though ultimately Shahanshah Cyrus, the subsequent ruler, was a pale shadow in comparison to his mother. He was more focused on consolidation rather than expansion. He had little ambitions for conquests, so he did several conquests. He expanded into Persia and dealt with several unfortunate incidents with the Hemavati kingdom of India. He was able to truly make the empire into something stable and put the Arsarid line into a position where it was not likely to fall to any internal power, because he was able to ensure that, regardless of what happened, it would be Arsarids in power. Like his predecessor, Kanak II, he saw the merit of succession fall to a daughter, the Grand Matriarch Shahzadeh. Shahzadeh was a warrior queen. She was a conqueror, and she did conquer. She expanded far to the west, moving into Arabia and making the first conquests against the Arabian Empire. Well, not against the Arabian Empire, but against former vassals of the Arabian Empire, the Sultanate of Baghdad. She was instrumental in their unification, and expanded to the north along the western Caspian Sea, and even a little bit into Anatolia. Armenia, I should say. Her devotion to conquest and expansion, however, cost her her life, as she suffered many wounds and eventually succumbed to her wounds in battle. Now, the throne then passed to Zartosht. Zartosht was another promised ruler who was destined for greatness. He was given the name of the prophet of Zoroastrianism, after all, so it would be necessary that he lived up to that name, and in many ways he did. He, again, brought stability, where Shahzadeh, ultimately her conquest, did bring some instability to the empire. Zartosht was easily able to restore that with his mighty charisma. He reunified the disparate, broken elements and brought all of the pieces of the empire back together into a truly cohesive whole, and even made peace with the Hemavati in the end, though it took some time and several wars in order to do so. He also expanded further into the Arabian Empire and engaged in the first true war against the Arabian Empire that ultimately broke the back of the Arabians. But he would not be the one to accomplish the final goal of the Empire, which was to unite all of the holy sites. While he and Shahzadeh, I should say, were able to take the holy sites of Avaz and Baghdad, the final holy site, Jerusalem, was ever out of reach, guarded by the powerful Damascus Sultanate and, of course, the remnants of the Arabian Empire. It would fall to his daughter, the Grand Matriarch Nazgul, to lay the final foundations of the glory of the Arsarid Empire that would rule for many centuries afterwards. And Nazgul was able to accomplish this final mission. She moved into Arabia, seized key territories including Raqqa, and conquered most of the Arabian Peninsula during a strategic war after part of it broke free from the waning Arabian Empire. That gave her a doorway into Jerusalem, and from there, it was no challenge at all for her and the vast resources at her disposal to take the final temple and reunify all of Manicheanism and restore it to the greatness it was meant to achieve. And that, my friends, is the end of the campaign, the grand finale. I hope you've all enjoyed it. I appreciate each and every one of you that has watched it, who has commented, who has liked and subscribed because of this series. It was ultimately my first foray into YouTube gaming, and it went better than expected, for sure. Like, go look at my first episode. It has a lot of views, at least for a channel of my size. Like, yeah, 1,500 views isn't much for many channels, but for me, it's huge. And it is amazing to see how this campaign continued. Now, for what's next, well, you can be damn well certain that I'm going to keep playing Crusader Kings. There will be a little break as I decide exactly on what campaign I'm going to do. I have one idea that is very much brewing into my head, and I just need to figure out how to do it, because it's going to appear like I'm doing one thing, but then I'm going to do something entirely different at a certain point that will be determined by the narrative, though I will try and sculpt the narrative to make it happen. And I think it's going to be very, very cool. So providing that is indeed the campaign I go with, which will be set in India, by the way. Southern India is where I'm going to start that. I'll be likely using a different mod set, and yeah, we'll just have to see how that goes. It probably won't start for another couple weeks, but I will definitely be back with Crusader Kings, so hold your horses. In the meantime, I am still running Ruined King, of course, and am running, if you want strategy, Warhammer Total War 2 with a modded role-playing Setter the Imperishable campaign, which is very, very fun. So I urge you to check those two out. I'll link them in the final end screen, yes. Now, I hope you're all doing well. I hope you've all enjoyed this campaign. I certainly have. And I'll see you all in the next one. Bye-bye.